John Calipari, time for you to go. Resign or get fired tonight following the loss to Oakland in the NCAA tournament. We've had enough of you in Kentucky. We've had enough of you in Lexington. You're not living up to the standards of UK. You're not a good tournament coach. You haven't been one for quite some time. You've underperformed drastically for both your contract and also the insane amount of NBA talent that you bring in. But guess what? Being a revolving door for us to have billions of dollars of NBA talent and you not bring home anything in the tournament, one national title in 40 years of coaching, no Final Fours in a long time, it's time to go. Do the classy thing and retire now. Accept a small buyout. Don't hold this university for ransom for any more greedy money after you've been making so much fucking money every year and throwing players under the bus, pushing the media back because the media here's a bunch of pussies. They'll ask you one mildly tough question and you'll be like, with your northeastern attitude, they're a bunch of scared ass Kentucky people. You'll be like, don't blame the kids, blame me. Well, we do blame you, motherfucker. Or tonight you threw the kids under the bus. Just stop with the bullshit. Go. Arrivederci. You failed with the Nets. It's about over with Kentucky. We thank you for what you've done, but it's been about 5 years past your expiration date here. Get out now. You have had billions, literally billions of dollars of NBA talent come through to Kentucky and have won one national title in about 40 years of coaching. Look at the players that you have had at UK that are active in the NBA according to this list. And this doesn't even include ones who are already gone from the NBA like DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, Pat Patterson, Michael Gilchrist, or guys you had at Memphis like Derrick Rose or Camby at Massachusetts. Did you have Camby at Massachusetts? I can't remember now. These are guys in the NBA now. Bam Adebayo, apparently Bledsoe's still on a roster. Devin Booker, Willie Cauley-Stein had a great career. Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Shai Gilgeous, Tyler Hero, Keldon Johnson, Brandon Knight had a great career in the NBA. Trey Lyles, Tyrese Maxey, Malik Monk, Jamal Murray, Emmanuel Quickley, Julius Randle, Karl Anthony Towns, Oscar Tshiebwe, Jared Vanderbilt. You did not win a title when you had all of these guys on your team through the past 10, 15 years. A fucking blind coach could have done that. The average coach would have won more games. We could pick literally any Division I coach, and they would have won more NCAA tournament games than you over the past 5 years. That's not leaving. That's not even close to matching the level of what Kentucky fans deserve. This is a state where they bleed blue, where old ladies know basketball, where people grow up, their whole families follow basketball. Everybody understands it. We don't have a pro team in this state. We should have the Kentucky Colonels, but we don't, due to John Y. Brown being a cock lick. But this is what we have, and you have not matched up, bro, for quite a while now. And you've been stealing money from the university, a shitload of money. It's time to step down. PJ Washington. Think about how many elite players these are in the NBA. And this motherfucker has one national title and hasn't made the Final Four, I think, in 12 years. In that time span, I'm not going to look it up, but I want to say Duke, Carolina, Kansas, UConn, Villanova have all won titles, some of them multiple titles, and some of those coaches multiple titles because they had elite coaches. You are not an elite coach. You are an elite recruiter, an AAU program, NBA prep coach, but you are not an elite basketball coach anymore. Your teams panic. They never shoot well under pressure, even though you have some of the greatest shooters in the NBA. You had Devin Booker, Hero. You had Shai Gilgeous. You had so many. You don't make adjustments in game. You don't prepare teams for the tournament well anymore. You just don't. Your time has passed, bro. It's time to step down. Do the classy thing. Leave. Get the fuck out of Lexington if you like. I would prefer that. If you love it here, you can stay. I have a feeling you want to go back to Pennsylvania or New Jersey or somewhere. You've had a great long career, but you have not been delivering the goods from the amount of money you're making here. UK, the last 5 seasons in the NCAA tournament, lost in the first round, lost in the second round, lost in the first round, didn't make the tournament. I think that was the COVID year, lost in the regional final. So no Final Four since 2015. That's almost 10 years. Some of the kids in college now were 8 years old the last time you made a tournament, Final Four. That's pathetic. UK used to be the elite program in college basketball, or at least one of the top 2, 3, 4, easily. We are quickly falling out of that due to you, bro. Won the national championship in 2012, lost it in 2014, lost it with Memphis when you had a 7-point lead with a minute left to go. And these were years where you had vast talent disparities in many of these years over the vast majority, almost every team in the tournament. That's on you. You're trying to do a push the ball 3-point offense now when to be ahead of the curve you would have been doing it 10, 15 years ago, and we would have been running teams off the fucking court. And for somehow you're not able to get guys to relax and shoot threes in the tournament when that is and shoot free throws and play smart. Another example is if you see how many games if UK's tied or down with 30 seconds to go, it's pretty much a loss these days. That's the times when coaches come in. Bench coach, media, bad nowadays. Tournament coach, bad nowadays. Mental coach, bad nowadays. Regular season coach, pretty good. Talent recruiter, extremely high. We've had enough of that. This ain't cutting it, bro. We could literally take any Division I coach, give them your talent, and they would have won more than one tournament game in the last 5 years. Guaranteed. You give another coach your talent over the last 15 years, an elite coach, they would have won 2, 3, 4 national titles. Tubby Smith had a national title here, the same as you do, and he got run out a long time ago and a lot quicker. He has the same fucking number of titles as you. Patino had 3. Calipari, UMass didn't win a title. New Jersey Nets was a failure. Patino was also a failure at the Celtics. Patino's excuse was he didn't get Tim Duncan. Both you guys were, but Patino is clearly a better bench coach and college basketball coach than you are. The only thing you are elite on is recruiting, and we've had enough of it here. It's time for a fresh start. It's time for you to bow out gracefully and let the wonderful UK basketball fans who are so loyal, so knowledgeable, so passionate, who bleed blue, to not have to undergo this misery every single year and to have a fresh start. That's it. Go be blue.